Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Hope you all are doing extremely well. So today in this video we are going to solve a lead code problem, that is consecutive characters. So lead code has marked this problem as easy, and what I felt also the problem was kind of easy. So let's understand the problem first and then we'll be moving to the logic part and then we'll be coding it up. But before proceeding further in the video, if you are new to this channel or if you haven't subscribed our channel till now, then guys please make sure to subscribe. It will really motivate me to make more such content for you, and also the channel will be helpful for you. You will stay updated for all the opportunities. So do subscribe our channel and be a part of our Telegram community as well. The link for the Telegram channel is given in the description itself. So yeah, let's discuss the problem now. So the problem says the power of the string is the maximum length of a non-empty substring that contains only unique character. So a string is given to you, you have to return the power of s. Let's understand the string with the help of an example. So here you can see our string is lead code. So here you can see the substring EE, that is consisting of just single character, that is E only. And what is the length? Length is 2 with the character E only. That's why we are getting 2 as the output. Have a look on another example now. So this is our string consisting of these many character. Now what they are mentioning is maximum length, right? So you have to find out the maximum length. So here you can see for this particular string, this is the substring, that is that is consisting of 5 E only, right? This is a unique character E and the length is 5, that is the maximum. So hence the output will be 5. Similarly for this case, output will be 5 for O. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and for this case there are 11 A's, that's why we are getting output as 11. So now by now you must have understood the problem statement. So let's understand that how basically we can solve this particular problem. So as if in the question it is mentioned that our string is non-empty. So if it's just a single character is there, let's suppose this is what is given to you, just A is there in our string. So what will be the count in that case? 1. If we have A, B, they are occurring once only. So in that case also the count will be 1. So count will be 1 even if there's just one character, right? So that's for sure. Okay. So what we'll be doing is we'll be maintaining a count value, that is 1, and we will keep tracking कि हमने पिछला कौन सा कैरेक्टर सीन कर लिया. So what we'll be doing is we'll be maintaining a variable prev to which we are initializing prev with a first character, that is this A for this particular string. So we have done like this. Now what we're gonna do is we are simply going to take a loop initializing this from 1. Why? Because this is our previous one, we have already seen this. So further we'll be checking that if we encountered a value, a character that is similar to that of pref, then we can increment the value of our c, right? So also one more variable we need to maintain the maximum value, so that we can call it as res. So I till the length of this particular string. Now what we can check is that if the current character on which you are, so let's say this is okay, this is s. Okay, so if s of I is equal to prev, s of I is equal to prev, so what we can do is we can simply increment the value of c, right? That's what we'll be doing. We'll be simply incrementing the value of c. Otherwise, if that's not the case, so in this particular string what we can see is the ith value is what? B. It's not equal to a, because in our prep what we have is this s of 0, that is nothing but a, right? So what we're going to do is we'll be updating the value of prep, because now the previous value is this one. You will be proceeding to this one now. What is the previous value of this one? Of course this b, of course this b. So what we're going to do is we'll be updating the value of pref as s of 5, right? And we'll have this c as 1 itself. Okay, and also you have to update your res value as well. So initially we have taken it as 1, so we'll be updating it as, just keep the max, whatever is the max c or the res value, whatever is max, just keep that value in our res. Let's understand what is actually happening. So for now you can see that prev value as well as this ith value is not similar. So what will happen is prev value will be updated to b now. So this b is stored in prev and c will remain as 1. Res will also remain 1. Okay, cool. Now here you can see Now this ith element is equal to that of the previous element, right? That's clear. So what we're going to do is we'll be incrementing the value of c. So c is 2 now, and here res value will also be updated to 2. Now we'll be proceeding further. So now you can see this character is not similar to its previous character, because previous one was what? B. So we'll be updating the value of previous as c, and count value will be updated to as 1 now. That's why we are updating the value of count, because for अब हमें क्या करना है, इनके लिए काउंट करना है कि इनका क्या काउंट है, सी के लिए काउंट करना है ना, तो उसकी वैल्यू हम फिर से वापस 1 कर दे रहे हैं. तो अभी आप देखोगे तो ये वाला ith कैरेक्टर इक्वल है प्रीवियस के, तो सी की वैल्यू हो जाएगी हमारी 2. अगेन आप लूप में मूव करोगे तो ये वाला ith कैरेक्टर इक्वल है प्रीवियस वैल्यू के, तो सी की वैल्यू हो जाएगी हमारी 3, एंड res की भी चेंज होगी, res की भी अब चेंज होगी, क्योंकि res की पहले 2 थी ना, अब यहाँ पे c बढ़ा है तो res विल बी 3 नाउ. ओके, now this d is not equal to that of the previous one, so previous value will be updated to d now, and c will be updated to 1 now. Let me write here as if this will result into hodgepodge. So now for this one, c value, for this one you can see that the ith value is equal to that of the previous value, so c value will be updated to 2, res will remain as it is. Then for this as well, so c value will be updated to 3. Same for this as well, the value is equal, so c value will be updated to 4, and hence the value of res will be updated to 4, because this time c is maximum than that of res. Now for this e, if you're gonna check, so what is happening, e value is not equal to that of the previous one, so what will happen, prev value will be updated to e, and c value will be updated to 1, and again the same process is going to be followed. So here the count will be 1, like count is already 1, so for this it will be 2, 3, 4, 5, and res will be 5 now. So the maximum value, if you will proceed further, so the maximum value that will remain in res, that will be 5 itself. So you must have understood the flow now, you must have understood the approach by now. So let's move to the coding part now. I hope that is clear, approach is clear. Even I have provided the code in the description as well for the reference, so you can check it from there too. So here you can see I have just done the same thing, the same approach that we just discussed, just I have coded the same. So what we are doing is we are maintaining a prev variable to which I have stored the 0th character of our string s, and c value initializes with 1, res value initializes with 1. Now we are simply continuing in the loop, and we are checking that if the ith character on which we are, if it is equal to the prev value, so we are implementing the value of c. Otherwise what we're gonna do is we are updating the value of prev as the ith value, and c value we are updating as 1, and we are keeping track of the maximum value that we have seen, either it's for res or c, right? And at the last we are simply returning this res variable, right? So this is it for this particular video. So thank you so much for watching this video, guys. If you like the explanation, do let me know, or like whatever your thoughts are about the explanation or anything, you can just simply mention, or thank you so much for watching this video. Please share this video among your friends as well, so that even they can know about our channel and we can reach out to more and more students. Bye everyone, keep coding.